Hey, FaZe. I appreciate it, FaZe. Hey, Bread King. How are you? Wow, I can't believe you haven't gotten even a normal Boros. Yeah, I haven't been getting. I don't know if it's flip-flopped or what, but it seems like I'm not getting as many secrets as shiny mythicals. I used to get more secrets than shiny mythicals, but I've only gotten one secret in the past 2 days, and I've gotten like 5 or 6 shiny mythicals. Yeah, I just seen it. That's crazy. Hey, Beast Mode, how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, 2 million stars. Even if you had like, honestly, if you had like the base free to play luck, I feel like you should have it in that many stars. Hey, Emmanuel? Emmanuel? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hey, Gojo. Yeah, I don't understand why they have the ability to change the names, because if they're really worried about the names being different, if somebody just changes their name to the actual name, I don't know. Kind of defeats the purpose of them renaming everything weird names. Because they obviously do that to avoid copyright, but somebody could just change their name to exactly what it is and post that picture. I don't know, it shouldn't be delayed very much. I don't know how many, or how long is it delayed? Every stream is delayed. And it depends on how far you are from me. If you're in another country, I'm in America, so if you're in another country, you're going to see a bigger delay than somebody that was in America. Hey, Emmanuel. I said hey, I don't know if you have me muted or not. Yeah, 10 seconds is pretty normal. I only give the link when there's a raid that we're gonna do, because I solo trials. There's no point in doing trials with people right now because of the shards. It just cuts into how many shards you make. Or get. No, I don't think it'll affect just being in the lobby. It's if you're actually in here attacking things. It's basically whoever tags the minions or boss first. So if somebody were to come in here and just, like, obviously I'm one-shotting them right now, but later waves where you actually get more of the shards, if you just went in there and tagged every single thing, I wouldn't get a single shard from it. Which I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know, but as soon as they do know that, everyone that joins the lobby for a carry is just going to come into the lobby and start tagging. Like, they're just going to click on everything in here and attack it once. As long as one click goes through, you get all the drops from that, whatever that is. But it won't affect you guys being, like, opening stars or anything like that. So if anyone doesn't have access to a private server, which you all should, there's plenty, like, if you just add everyone you see, like, you're going to have plenty of private servers. I have like 30, 40 private servers I could access. But if you can't get into one, if you're in a public lobby and other people are going into the trials with you, just try to tag everything in the room as you run through. Right now it's like 25, but it's probably closer to 40 to 50 with my main fighters. Or I shouldn't say right now. Right now it's like 480 million because I'm just running collectors. But without my main fighters, it's 25. Hey Hung. No, I didn't say anything. I fuse overnight. That and the incubator, but I think once you get to a certain point, just use 2 units in the incubator and pretty much keep them in there. Level every other fighter and just keep incubating your top 2 because you're just wasting time having the top 2 units out of your incubator. Once they get to a point like my Shiny Boros is level 171 or something, 172. At that point, I'm not getting any experience for him, so there's absolutely no point in even having him out because I can't level him overnight or anything. But if you use Tiny Task, you can auto fuse overnight. Yeah, I would honestly just leave them in there. It sucks, but eventually you'll be able to out-incubate the level increases that they do with the updates. Or well, maybe you won't because they've been doing like 25 levels per increase. I'm hoping with the next update they just don't even increase the levels. Because that way I can start capping out at 200 and then I can incubate something else and not incubate my top fighters. Yeah, it's discouraging at first, but if you just stick with your top 2 fighters in the incubator, eventually you'll out damage whatever you've had before. So say it's like 20 billion, you'll out damage that at some point. Like I'm at the point I'm higher than I ever was before, so it's not discouraging for me now if I just leave them in the incubator. But it's really discouraging if you start using them, see how good your damage is, and then you have to go way behind by putting your 2 strongest ones in there. So once you get more balanced out though, it makes it easier. If I had good passives, I'd probably have 40 billion on my secondary team that I'm running right now, but I only have, whoops, 2 good fighters. Nice beast mode, congrats. I still haven't gotten the 1.9%. I've gotten, not from this one, but I've gotten the 3, or actually I have. I've gotten the 1.9 and the 3.8. I haven't gotten the 0.5% one yet. Yeah, I have 10 billion with my, I think I have like 12 or 14 if I use these 2. I'm still, I just got this Clarent yesterday, so I'm still leveling it. I just like to swap her out first because she has at least Collector 1. That's a good team. Hey, Zampez? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. No link until there's a raid. I don't carry trials right now, so once a raid pops up, if it's something we all want to do, then I will put out a link. If you're close, always go for a shiny craftable if you're close to it, for sure. Even a normal craftable, well, not for you, but for other people, if you're close to a normal craftable, definitely keep opening in that area until you can at least make that craftable, if it's an improvement for you. But yeah, you're close enough that I would say definitely try to get at least the shiny chance 1, because I've noticed a pretty big increase in the amount of shinies I'm pulling. Not necessarily shiny mythicals, but just in general. So that might help you get those last 2 quicker. Because like I said, I pulled 6, I think, shiny mythicals in the past 2 nights. Or like 2 nights, and I think I pulled 1 during the day, which is more than I normally do. Usually if I'm opening 24 hours, I usually get like maybe 3 in 2 days. 4 maybe. Yeah, definitely farm trials. Make sure you have a full team of Collector 3 for the early stages, and then just slowly swap out just like I do. It'll only take you 10, not only, it does take a while, but 10 trials to get the first shiny chance if you do what I do, because I get over 150 every time. Yeah, well, yeah, even with that, so yeah, you have slightly lower luck, but that's still, I'd say on average, like some nights you won't pull 1, but if you were to open overnight, I'd say every other night at least you would have a shiny Saitama, or what is the shiny there? Saitama, I think, right? Or the mythical, I mean. Once a raid comes up that we're gonna do, then I'll invite people to the server, but I don't invite people for trials right now. Usually I do carry trials, but until I get shiny chance 2, I'm gonna solo trials, or else it'll take me a year to get this shiny chance 2. Otherwise, if I solo, I should have it probably tomorrow, maybe the day after. That should be good enough. That's how I started it until I got full team of Collector 3, but even if they're weak, I was running commons and stuff at first, but just keep swapping them out as you get like legendaries with it and epics with it. Yeah, I recommend you guys all do the same thing, so this shouldn't be like offensive to anyone that I'm running trials solo. You guys all should be running trials solo as well. Swap out for collector units and get like the shiny chances. probably not gonna do this raid unless there's a bunch of people that hop in here wanting to do it, but probably won't do Ghoul Town. Alright, FaZe, appreciate it. Or unless you're just talking about the... probably not going to carry it. I mean, based off the units you have, you don't need it either, so don't just say you want to do a raid because you want to be in the lobby or something. I don't think you should even be doing this raid. Every unit you have is better than Ghoul Town. TZQYX, I would probably just go to like Destiny Island or something, stop opening there. Because that's quite a bit of opens just to get one shiny, so you basically, at that same luck, you're going to have to open another, what, 4 more times what you've already opened. So it's not really worth it. I would just go to a new area and level your fighters that you have now. It's all good, Sasuke. Not gonna be doing a Ghoul Town raid. There's only like 2 people in the chat that need this raid or want this raid. And just so you guys know, if you don't actually need a raid, don't do it just because it's massive. It's a waste. Waste of a ticket, and you have to grind an entire trial out just to get one ticket now. Or like 1.5 tickets is what you get out of one trial if you solo them. Don't waste your raid tickets. He might have joined after that, Gojo. People pop in after raids announced. That's usually when people start popping in and out of here. But I don't recommend doing a Ghoul Town raid for anyone. Free to plays can push past Ghoul Town in just a couple of hours. The damage goes up a lot quicker as it goes on, TZ. It's like 146, or like 140 to 150 is not a lot of damage. Once you start getting into the 150s, the 160s, that's when the damage starts to get into the like billions really fast. So what fighters do you have right now? Let me know what fighters you have now and then I'll let you know. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I missed your last message. What fighters do you have right now? Sorry, I was stepped away. Phase, you should leave whenever it starts to get slow. Unless you want to stick around, swap to like yen units and do like a normal trial the rest of the way. But for me personally, I like to have a break, so I leave at about like low 80s. But high 70s is not a bad spot to stop either. Hold on, sorry if I missed anybody. Those aren't bad fighters, TZ. You just need to level them more. You don't really need new fighters, you just need to level more. As a nun, what's a nun gene? Not sure what you're asking, Gojo, sorry. Thanks, Hung. Sorry if you're already gone. No, I'm not going to be carrying low raids. I need to change this. If you use the little folder thing, Gojo, it should tell you. Cause I'm not really sure off the top of my head. Oh, strong 2 is what you mean by S2. Well, you can see what your damage is for your Estarossa with strong 2 then, so just go in the folder and put Gene with no passive at the same level, I guess. That'd be the best way to check it. So like say it's, what would you say, strong 2? Strong 2 is just 1.25 times whatever it normally is as well. But if you just put in the level in the folder for the normal Gene, you should get your answer what one's better. Just go for better, just get better units as you get them. Like don't focus on getting better units, just focus on leveling. So at Destiny Island or whatever you have access to, and just level your units. Or make yen. If you aren't able to level, that means you're not making enough yen because you said you had like level 1, what, 40s, 50s? Yeah, 146, that takes like 2 inventories to level, so that means you're not making yen. So you need to go do trials and you need to AFK yen or AFK bosses for yen. Because if you have enough yen, you can 146 to 160 takes like maybe 3 hours of leveling, 3 hours of opening to level. Yeah, I figured she'd be weaker, Gojo. I think each area the units are only like 10% stronger. Each area is like 10% stronger than the last area, so pretty much anything above strong 1 usually makes something like my strong 2 bald heroes are stronger than, where is she? Oh, my Clarent, shiny Clarent. Yeah, so levels will help you more than um, units. So don't focus on getting units. If you just focus on getting yen, then opening, getting yen, then opening, the units will come with time. I've never focused on getting one unit. I've just actually one time I had to go back to Seven Deadly Sins one time, but other than that, I just focus on leveling my fighters, and if I get better units, then I get better units. You're not going to gain very much damage if you're going back like 2-3 worlds just to open because you're trying to get a certain, like a secret or something like that. Just mythicals here are going to be better than you spending all kinds of time 2-3 areas ago. No. That's kind of just goes against what I just told you. I don't think you should focus on getting better fighters, just focus on leveling. XP is more important than luck. This top row is better than any of the luck boosts, even the big one. Even if the big one was half the price, I would pick these over the luck boost. If I had a choice. Like if you can get them both, obviously get both, but hey Ace, how are you? Hey, Sage or SGE. Save your shards and buy the shiny chances. Or shiny chance 1 and 2. It takes a lot of shards to get them both, but those are permanent boosts to your shiny chances, so I recommend those over anything else. Once you get that, the daily ticket is really good because that increases your daily raid tickets to 2, so every day you get 2 instead of 1. That's good as well. And then after those, I would go for boosts. The trial speed's kind of pointless. Yeah, every secret will be decent, so for some of you maybe it is good to go there and use the secret because it sounds like you have it as well, so that kind of proves the point that the odds are really boosted there. So if you can go there and get a few of the secret, it'd probably be a good idea for those that are earlier in the game. That doesn't mean it's bad for everyone, TZ. Remember, everyone's at different stages of the game. What's bad for you might be really good for somebody else. That's like me saying every shiny mythical, normal secret is bad because I don't need them. Majority of the game would benefit from even a secret from Spooky Island, which is the equivalent of a secret from One Piece, I think. Yeah, after the event's over too, you'll be able to level them normally. Hey, Underworld. Yeah, exactly what Amp, I'll just call you Amp. Exactly what you said. It's good to have a substitute. A lot of you guys aren't running substitutes for whenever you have stuff in the incubator, and it's really good to have substitutes so you can incubate all the time. Yeah, tank's a really good passive. I've never gotten tank or giant. Hey SJ. Cocoa Bean, I'm sure you don't suck. Everyone starts somewhere and don't don't compare yourself to like people like me that have put over 1,000 hours into the game. I'm sure if you've played it a lot that you're better than most people. Most people. Spawn boss, is that the final one or the area or the Seven Deadly Sins one? Well, yeah, so I technically got tank, but the game glitched and it didn't actually roll a passive when I spent Robux to roll a passive once. And then, so I clicked it again thinking that it failed to go through and it rolled twice at the same time and I lost tank. Tank was actually what I got. And when I re-rolled again, it gave me the second passive over the top of it. No, sorry, I don't know what your name is, but I'm not doing any time trial carries until I get Shiny Chance 2, which I should either get today or tomorrow. After that, I'll go back to carrying trials and raids, but just for up until probably tomorrow. After tomorrow's stream, I should have enough to get the Shiny Chance 2, and we'll go back to our normal trial carries. Yeah, like Underworld said as well, if you join that Discord, outside of stream, I'd be willing to carry one person, because you could just unequip your fighters and I'll carry you to whatever one you need, 72 or whatever. But, not during stream. I can't invite like one person in here, everybody's gonna expect to get in here. You need 1.7 Q per 8 hours to auto fuse. You haven't played very long, Coco. It goes faster and faster as you go. So you can't really compare yourself to like, say, me or even somebody that's a little bit ahead of you, like 100 hours or something. Because every area you get to, just keep trying to push to the new maps. If you push to the new maps, it'll boost your damage a lot more than sitting on each one. Just do the quests on a certain map, push to the next one, do the quest, push to the next one, and you should see a lot of damage increase. Yeah, it's pretty expensive to AFK here. I got lucky that I saved up for the update and it ended up not being a new area, so I can AFK a lot. Ultra trash luck. Help with what? You want to do? You could, yeah. Later we could do trials, and you just go to the bosses. Yeah, that's just one thing, so it's not a big deal if I lose. The boss shards don't really add up. It's all the minions. Yeah, Coco, unfortunately that's how it is for everyone free to play. As you play more though, and you get the um, luck boost, like luck 1, play 30 minutes, play 5 hours, if you get all those, you actually have a decent amount of luck. I'm not sure what it caps at for free to play, like maybe +4, I don't know. But that's not terrible luck, and you can actually get stuff pretty regularly with +4. But sometimes luck is bad for everyone, because even I sometimes hit the pity. I'd say one out, like every maybe 10 to 15 mythicals, I go all the way to the pity, or close to it. +5 is free to play luck, that's not even that bad. I feel like a lot of people just don't play. I didn't know what it was because no one ever plays long enough when they're free to play. I think the highest I've ever heard of free to play have is +3.5 because they just don't play long enough. Yeah, the game's pretty pay to win, or at least pay to progress faster. The only thing that I feel like can be considered pay to win is this right here, the extra equip, because you can get extra fighters, but those just stack on top of this anyway. So this one right here is super pay to win. If you don't have extra equip, you're gonna be behind forever because there's no way for, even if you had all the same fighters I had, you could only equip 4 where I can equip 6. So this right here is pay to win. Everything else is just pay to progress faster than everyone else. It's not really like something necessary. Eventually, they're gonna not have a new update every 2 weeks and you could catch up without everything else, but extra equip is 100% necessary. If you want to stick with this game long term, I think it's necessary. Hey Bugman, how are you? Wait, I don't know. How many stars do you have? I have 6.69 million stars. Yeah, I'm not saying those aren't good. All the I think every Game Pass that's kind of unfortunate thing about it is they're all really good and worth it, but you can, without everything else, eventually there'd be a time, like maybe it might be a year from now, but everyone would catch up at some point once they stop releasing a new area every time. I'm very efficient phase, so a lot of people have said that. I've been better than I only started playing this in Virtual Castle. If I would have started at the beginning, I'd be up there with all the leaderboard players. Because I fell behind on 2 updates since I've been playing. 2 of them I just didn't do them properly and I kind of fell behind. And I missed like the first however many updates, like 6, 7 updates. So I'm very efficient at like where I went straight to like the last world within a couple days. Probably not even a couple days. I did it in like one day. I think one full day, and then the next day in the morning I hit the final world when I first started. A lot of people hang out and try to get secrets. I never go back to an old area. That's my biggest tip to anyone, is don't go back to an old area to open unless you're close to getting like I was saying before, a shiny craftable or a craftable. It's just a waste to focus on secrets and all that. focus on levels and or like XP. Basically, your main focus should be yen to get XP, not yen to get secrets. Because if you think about it, if I go back to, let's say I don't open here, I go back to, you know, Cursed High or something. Basically, if I spent, you know, 2 days opening there just to try to get the secret, like some of you do, 2 days here at Destiny Island, I would gain probably 5 billion damage per click in Destiny Island. But if I go back here and spend 2 days, I would not gain anything. I probably wouldn't even gain a full level in 2 days at Cursed High. So it's a big time waste to go back and open old areas. You have, yeah, I've had terrible luck with passives, so in that category you're beating me for sure. Or unless you just mean from polls. I've gotten it from open, or when I open something, but I've never re-rolled a passive and got something better than Strong 3. Yeah, Underworld, my daughter, she's 10, and she got to the final world when it was One Punch Man in like 3 days. I think a lot of people just don't play the game properly, and then they blame it on being free to play. Yeah, Shiny Secret. That's basically what I'm going for, but indirectly. You know, most people, like the people that are behind, it's because they, oh my gosh, I gotta go straight back into trials. They're behind because they do that. They go back and focus on those. I don't focus on Shiny Secrets and Shiny Myths. That's what I obviously want and need. But I focus on leveling my fighters. That's the main goal. And if I get the Shiny Mythicals or Shiny Secrets along the way, then that's, you know, a bonus basically. If you look at it that way, you'll gain a lot more damage. I wouldn't AFK overnight in One Punch Man. Once you get that final Shiny Mythical, I think you should leave there fast and go back to Destiny Island to go back to leveling. Yeah, Shiny Boros is really good. It's really cool too, but honestly, if you're worried about Shiny Secret, I would try to focus a newer area than One Punch, like 9 Crimes. Astarosa is really good and cool looking. Oh, why'd I hit the button? Oh, whoops. Oh well, I'll still get like 80 or something. Such a habit to hit that button. I do it all the time. I've missed out on so many trials, like 150 shard trial runs because I hit the button. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I read the beginning. I didn't see you actually ask a question. I'd probably overnight if you're trying to. Right now, I would focus on leveling or getting yen, whatever you want to do, trials, whatever. Overnight's the best time, just because you're not checking it constantly. I prefer to open overnight and get yen during the day if I'm balancing the two, just because if I'm opening, I check every like hour to see if I got anything good, whereas overnight you come back after, you know, 8, 9, 10 hours and get surprised by whatever you got, which is a lot more rewarding for me. You're still in Tokyo, Bugman? Just keep focusing on doing the quests and then move to the next area and move to the next map. Save up, move to the next map. Do the quest, save up, move to the next map. Do that over and over again. You shouldn't really, on the earlier maps, you shouldn't be opening more than maybe 50 stars, because by then you should just be saving your yen and killing the boss, or doing all the quests and then move on. Otherwise you're just wasting money. Underworld, you could just open in Destiny Island though, because if you get the levels from opening there, then you'll get more yen to go for more shiny craftables. So yeah, sprint's worth it. Just, I mean, it's not actually, sprint might not be as worth it. Hold on, once I get to a button room, I'll explain. Actually, I can't look at it, or I can't look at it in here. Hold on. So these trial speeds right here, if you do trials, you can get shards to get these trial speeds, and really, if you have all of these trial speeds, it's probably the equivalent of having a mount, to be honest. So not as necessary as it used to be. Yeah, I don't auto sell anything. I diffuse everything. Yeah, you don't need the sprint. Before you kind of did, just because it was so slow. But if you have a mount on and you get the time trial speeds, you should be alright. I don't know if I'll be able to control my character with those, if I had 60% extra speed on top of, this thing's already super fast. I don't even usually sprint with this aura mount or whatever. This one, the super aura. I don't know if I answered that, by the way. I don't auto sell anything. But yeah, like I said, all the game passes are very good, but only the one is necessary to play at like the highest level if eventually you want to get there. Yeah, so everything stacks on top of the what you already have. So if you get like any of these upgrades, you know, like well, not damage, but yen, luck, all that, yeah, all of it stacks on top. Inventories stack on top of the inventory ones, every single one. So they're all increases to what's already there. A lot of people say eggs. A lot of people say pets too. Oh no, it's alright. A lot of people do say eggs. I understand what you meant. Hopefully this next raid is good. Seems like we've been going through phases where when a massive pops up, it's like a couple, like 2-3 massives in a row. So hoping the next one's another massive and something actually good. I kind of wish there was like a special raid ticket in the trial shop that you could choose. It basically you could spawn your own raid in, make it like, I don't even know, something, it could even be expensive, like 1,000 or 2,000 shards, and you could spawn a raid of your choice. What world are you on? Because the event is better until the event is equal to Fruits Island. That's where it becomes equal. So if you don't have Fruits Island, then yeah, it's better. It's pretty easy to open there and level too, so it actually, if you're early on in the game, I definitely recommend going there. It uses a different currency, it's like pumpkins or something, and it's really easy to get. Not going to be a super long stream today, by the way, for anyone in here. I'm going to end probably have a little under an hour. Or maybe like 45 minutes. I don't know, somewhere around there. You're 2 more past that? Then yeah, it's probably better just to stick with where you're at. Unless you want to go there and get some, because it's pretty easy to pull there. You might pull some, and I think the odds are increased, so you might pull some mythicals or something that would be better for you. The only thing is I don't think you can level them unless you do this pay to win glitch basically, or you use the units from inside there. I'm not really sure on that. I played it for maybe 30 minutes, the event, and I left because it's not very good for those of us that have been playing for a long time. In the event world? Yeah, I think it's definitely boosted there. A lot of people have pulled secrets as well. If you can get a secret, if you're early game and you pull a secret from there, that would be a really big increase once the event ends. Like I said, it's kind of hard to level right now because it's only that world that you can use, unless you buy these featured fighters and feed them to them. But definitely worth it if you're early on in the game to go there and try to open a lock, try to get a secret or something. Secret, mythicals, something along those lines. Full team. Anyone's just starting the game up for sure should go to Spooky Island. So if you have any friends that join the game, tell them to go straight to Spooky Island and start there, because then they can come back and they would fly. If you take these units, level a bunch of them and stuff, you could fly all the way to Hero University probably within an hour. Doing the quest, it would take even less time if you just went and killed for the money to go to the next one. Yeah, super boosted then. If you're free to play and you got 2 mythicals from 11k eggs, or hatchet, or opens, whatever, now you got me saying that egg stuff. It's definitely boosted there, so get some mythicals from there, and or even the craftable. That's even better idea. If you get 3 mythicals and you wait for a Spooky Island raid, the craftable would be a really good improvement early game. Yeah, Gojo, that's where I started. When I had units in the incubator, my damage with my... That's with my shiny... Or, not shiny. With my solid gold, it was 11 billion, so if you can run solid gold and be at 11 billion, then yes. But I recommend AFKing wherever you can run 3 solid golds, or 2, at least 2. 2 to 3 solid golds, and then your main units. That's the best spot to AFK, I think. So if that's your main damage, I would wait until... I would probably do the main boss and 7 Deadly Sins still, and then wait until you have 11 billion with 3 solid golds equipped, and you'll see a huge yen boost. TZ, if you're still in here, and Cocoa Bean, thanks for the subs, by the way. I have to pull it up on a different tab every once in a while to see subs. For some reason, it doesn't show up for me. "5 minutes until the raid announces as well, and we'll see. If it's a good one, we'll do it. Or if there's enough people that want to do it as well. Yeah, 7.5 you might want to go back to, or stay on the boss in 7 Deadly Sins. It would just take too long. A lot of it's testing as well, because I'm not sure. It might be if you just run your main team. What I do is I use a stopwatch on my phone, and I figure out, so say you have your main team, run your main team, see how long it takes you to kill the boss, and see how much money you get without running solid gold, and then just kind of scale out one by one. That's how I do it. It takes a while. It takes like, obviously on the last boss it's going to take you a while, but it takes like 15-20 minutes, but that's the best way to figure out kind of what the best loadout is. And for me it's always been 3 solid golds, but now that I have 4 really strong fighters that I could put in, it's probably 2 solid golds. Oh, do you need, make sure if you need trials or raid carries or anything, join the Discord, because if I'm around I will carry, especially trials. That's easy for me to do. Since I'm getting shards, I would just ask that you unequip your fighters so I can get all the shards, but I'd definitely carry anyone to 72 outside of stream. And there's quite a bit of people in the Discord as well that are capable of carrying to 72, and I know some like Rimuru and Hidden are perfectly fine carrying people, so if you message them or at them, they don't really care. Just don't spam them or anything. Hey Raphael, how are you? Oops, let's see. So I'm gonna go open. Oh wait, I haven't gotten my... Does this still have a weekly boost? Well, that's nice that they just put it in there. Is it still like 15 or 30 minutes or whatever? Probably won't use that until whenever a new map comes out. You don't have to apologize, FL. I know who you are. That's all good. I know my streams. I'm all over the place. I try to hold a schedule, but I know even when I do my normal schedule, some of you are still in school. As I progress on more here and can put more time into the streams and stuff, I'll do a morning and an afternoon stream so I can hit 2 time zones. But for now, I'm gonna stick with just like the morning and occasionally have some different times. Like right now, I wasn't planning to stream today, but yeah, Cocoa Bean, the update was pretty bad. Even it was really bad for the people like me that were further on. There was nothing new to do besides the trials, I guess. But that's not new. That's just more things to do in trial. Phase. Who should I level up? I would say that's really great. You got a secret with a blessing on it. Jeez. I would say Shiny Craft Meliodas. He's the only long-term fighter that you have out of all those. Kirito's already becoming obsolete. He's pretty old now. There we go. So we're gonna be doing this raid for sure. I don't know if I really need this raid, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I have a lot of stuff from there. Yeah, the boost pause thing is terrible, but at least they made it now so you can buy it when you actually want it and it just goes into your backpack so you can stack up a bunch of it. Did I answer you, FaZe? Yeah, so Craft Meliodas, Shiny Craft Meliodas is who I would run or level up. Yeah, Underworld, it's not just annoying, it's super boring. Especially I hate before the shards thing, I was already irritated starting at 1 whenever somebody would hit the button and I gotta start at room 1. Now I have to do room 1 through 81 every single time. It's really annoying. Dude, I got a lot more levels than I thought. I just made that Clarent, or that Saber last night. Let's see. And she's almost 165. I did have Genius 1 on her though, which is pretty bad, honestly, but I guess it's better than I thought it was. Yeah, FaZe, you can send him the link. Yeah, Wispy, that's how it is for me. I was saying it to FaZe, if you just always keep your top fighters in the incubator until eventually there's going to be a point when you'll cap them out in the incubator, and then you'll be able to pull those out and have insanely strong units that don't need to be leveled at all. At some point you will be able to catch up if you just keep putting the same 2 in the incubators. And that's my goal, is I'm going to keep them in there until they're capped out on level, and then I can basically use them while I put others in the incubator and still have crazy damage. I will post the link here shortly, sorry. Yeah, GG, I am going to post the link. In like 2 minutes here, I'll post the link, or probably like 1 minute. So everybody's ready. If there's any delay or anything, I'm going to post the link in about a minute. There is only a couple spots, 3, 6, 7, 8. There's about 4 spots left. If anyone is in the lobby and you aren't in the, go straight to the raid, because I'm going to look for people in the raid. If you're not in the raid, I'm going to kick. That's how I'm going to use this, or do this time. Yeah, Gojo, I couldn't at first either, but once you start getting everything caught up, like I'm at a point now that I'm stronger than I was with them out previously. Obviously, if I pull them out now and use them, I'd be stronger, but I'm stronger now than I was when I had them before. So now it's almost like I'm going up and I'm never seeing that damage, and eventually I'm just going to see a huge damage boost. So I prefer that personally. Alright, there's the link, and I will kick people. Like I said, if you join in the lobby, go straight to the raid. If you're in the raid, I won't kick. Off-brand, I would hang out because I'm sure people are in here that probably aren't going to go to the raid. We'll see. But I'm going to be kicking anyone that isn't listening and going to the raid like they should be, because if they're not listening, they probably will hurt our chances of beating the raid as well. So I'm actually going to go there now and start looking. Gojo, obviously, it doesn't apply to those of you that I know are coming or helping, and just kind of for the people that are newer to the stream or new in here. Oh, my poor Saber. It looks like my friends list is full. GG. I clear out my friends list not clear it out, but if I haven't seen somebody in a while, I delete them. So after stream, I'll add you. Somebody let me know who's in here and who's not. So yeah, Hashirama, GG. I think Joppa just recently joined. Let me know if you guys don't see somebody in here. It's kind of hard to when it's not in order. I appreciate it. Thank you, anyone. If anyone's new and subbing, I appreciate it. A lot of the times, for some reason, it doesn't show up. But I appreciate anyone subbing. I'm the Angry Bird. I've seen that. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, Ghost, I remember you. I don't know if you're in listening in stream, but I remember. I remember a lot of you. As long as you stop by, you know, if it's like the day before, I'll remember you, even if it's your first and only time. But I remember a lot of people. Yeah, Wispy, I think I can solo XYZ, but even if not, Zenitsu has like 20 billion damage per click, and Gojo has 11 billion, so we'll be good. It's not sure why. LOL. Do you have the game down? Well, I think it's full, but do you have the game downloaded through Microsoft Store or through the Roblox website? It sounds like you might have it downloaded through the Microsoft Store. Oh, well, either way, that's still good. 11 billion. You have 11 billion. Gojo has 11 billion, and mine is 25. So that's plenty. I think you only need like maybe 25, 30 billion for this one. Yeah, if you're Zenitsu, Gojo, and I can carry it. So if you just if everyone else just unequips, it'll make it a lot easier. And the reason for that, if you don't know, is that you can't put more than a certain amount of units on each thing anyway. So if you go on the boss and one of us can't attack, we could end up losing the raid. And I apologize if no one's getting in. Pretty sure everybody's in the raid that's in here, so I'm not going to kick anyone that's actually in here. If there was a space where somebody wasn't coming in, I'd kick them for somebody else. But I carry raids like this, I'll carry every single time. Pretty much anything newer than Empty Dimension, if it's massive, Empty Dimension and lower, I'll carry every single time there is one. And if I have people, some of the like Destiny Island, I need somebody else with at least my damage to carry that one because it's a really hard raid. Around, do whatever, but there's a cap on how many fighters can attack like the boss and stuff, so it's just better if you guys unequip. I'm sorry, Off-Brand, if you are in the Discord that was just posted in the chat, you might, I mean it's getting close now, but there might be people in there that are doing the raid as well. There's quite a bit of people that can beat the massive if there's only 1 or 2 people in there with them, so, but it might be a little bit late now. I'm not gonna kick him. There's not enough time for somebody else to get in here right now. There's only 2 minutes, or else I would. You'd never beat it. Yeah, Coco, make sure you're not soloing raids if you're new to the game. They're very, very hard. Almost too hard. Because these first ones, you should be able to solo these early raids no matter who you are, but they made them so hard that you have to have somebody basically carry you, especially if it's a massive one like this one. You have to be carried by people with high damage. Okay, you don't try, yeah. Don't. It's kind of, they need to warn you. I don't know if they do warn you when you pull up the raid thing, but it should say, hey, you probably can't beat this on your own. I'm sure a lot of people have wasted tickets in the past not knowing they couldn't solo it. I don't know, I think he's just really young. It's not a big deal though. Sweet Pea, I don't know if you're in the actual stream still, but just AFK, you said you get 20 trillion a night. Use that 20 trillion to level your fighters, and then the next night you'll get 30 trillion. And the next night, use that 30 trillion, and that's how this game works. Unfortunately, it's a long process, but if you do that every time, take the money you make and level your fighters. So that means go to the newest world and level your fighters. Even if it means you only open 500 stars, that XP will make you make that much more the next night. And you just keep adjusting your AFK times on bosses. After we finish this raid, hey Relics, right as I'm about to say this. After I finish this raid, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Unfortunately, I have to go. I know it's a shorter stream, but I just wanted to put one out at some point today because I was a little bit busy. Tomorrow I'll be back at the normal time, which is early in the morning in America. About 7 hours earlier than what time it is right now. My maximum is 87, but I haven't really pushed for a higher room in a while. I probably could make it to 90 pretty easily with the team. Maximum, I mean it depends. We have what, a combined 25, 35. We have like close to 50 billion damage per click in this lobby. We probably could do honestly the Destiny Island one as well. But like 140, probably like 140, 150 trillion maybe. My time zone is Eastern, or GMT -5. Yeah, no Relics, I was just about to say it right as I said hey to you. I apologize, but unfortunately this is around the time that I have to get my daughter off the school bus and got some other stuff I have to do, so. I am going to try to start, I was just saying actually a little bit before this though, that I am going to start trying to do some afternoon streams. Like I know I keep saying it, but I will actually start doing that at some point when I figure out a good time. That way I can hit 2 time zones later in America for those that go to work and school, and do my normal early ones for those in different time zones. Yep. Yeah, I have a daughter. Oh, that's awful, by the way, Sus. I just read what you said. Somebody that's in the Discord took all night just to get 3/4 of the way down on the Demigod, and I just finished it off for them. You guys are crazy doing that though, because if you disconnect at all during the night, you lose all your progress. Yeah, it's done it too. So I'm referring to in America. A lot of people, my like American viewers, they pretty much since summer's been over, they haven't been able to come to the stream because I stream early my time, or in America. But yeah, most of you guys are around 12 hours, like 9 to 12 hours difference from me, the people that usually watch me. Live in Germany, that's cool. I don't think we have anyone else that consistently comes to the stream from Germany. We have people all over, which is really crazy to see. You homeschool? Boxed, that's always in the stream, is homeschooled as well. Not bad. I'll take 14 and above. I hate when it's like 12. I don't know what even the lowest is. I think I've gotten 10, I think, before. Which is really bad. Alright, everybody. So I will be closing the server at some point here. So if you want to, hang out for like maybe an hour or so, you can. Well, probably not even that, because I'm going to have to go back to doing trials for the shards. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. Thanks, Sus. I appreciate it. Why did I just open here? What the heck? Thanks, everyone. Like I said, make sure you're not hanging out in here. I am going to close the server down.